Hello everyone. Today I want to show you how to do the projects in SIMnet within the D2L Brightspace course content. So this works for any of my classes. This is my intermediate access database class, and all my assignments on exams are under content. So I'm going to go ahead and click the content tab. Each one of my chapters is broken down into a module, so I'm just going to go ahead and start with chapter 1. And each module has an overview which shows you the learning outcomes and objectives. It shows you a PowerPoint that you should review. It has a few videos, and this is the upload and download SIMnet projects video that you're looking at, and then it has the activities. And I currently turned on 2 projects so that you can take a look at them. So this is now available. You can go ahead and click on the project to open it up. And notice that we opened it up, and it is opened up in your D2L Brightspace, not in SIMnet altogether. Now, the first time when you open up a project, you may not get this full screen here. And if that's the case, I want you to go ahead and click on the full SIMnet screen here, and that will actually take you out into the SIMnet. You only have to do this one time for the projects. What's going to happen is a pop-up is going to pop up, and it's going to give you an explanation of exactly what I'm telling you here. You accept those terms, and then you close that file and you come back to here, and this is the screen that will appear. So in every project, what we need to do is you need to download, step 1 is download the starting files, and you save them to your hard drive. Then when you're ready to submit, you upload the file and then you grade it. Now, in this example, there are 3 items that you have to download. One is the instruction files. So I'm going to go ahead and click on this and open it up with Adobe Acrobat. And I'm just going to go ahead, and you can see that it's just placed here on the left-hand side. I'll just minimize that for now. I then open up the start file. Now this start file is attached to you, okay? And it tells you it's an access file. It's going to go ahead and open with access. I'm going to go ahead and click OK. And you can see that it gives you your name at the top. So this file is your file name. This currently says Test Student DD Biddle. I'm actually a student to show you the student view versus the instructor view. Now what you need to do, and this is very important, is you got to click Save As. And now you got to go locate somewhere in your on your documents, on your desktop. I'm going to put them in a folder that I call Diane Documents. I'm going to put it in a folder called CIS 140, which is my course. And then I created a folder called Projects. And then I'm just going to go ahead and put this here. And you can see that I've done it before, so I'm just going to go ahead and add this. It gives you, if I downloaded it a second time, it just adds another one. So I'm going to go ahead and click Save. Then you go ahead and enable the contents. Now, before we begin the steps, I'm going to minimize this. There's one more thing. You have some resources here. So I'm going to click this to open it. It's going to open up with Windows Explorer. And this could be a picture file. Right now it's an Excel file. So I'm going to, and it's currently in my temporary folder. So I'm going to right click on this, copy it, and move it to my folder where my documents are being stored. So it's in my Diane Documents, CIS 140 Projects. And I'm just going to go ahead and right click and click Paste. And I already did that there, so that's why it's replacing it again. Okay? All right, now I'll go ahead and minimize that. We'll come back to that in a minute. And now what you can do is we're going to actually work on the project. So I want you to open up the access window and open up your instructions, and you can snap the window from one side to the other. And then what you're going to do is that you just continue to work out each one of the instructions. So it told you to enable it. We already did. It's telling you to go ahead and create a new table. So we're going to go create table, and then you're going to continue with the steps. Now, I've actually completed some of these steps already in the file. So I'm going to go ahead and close this, and I'm going to say I'm finished. I'm ready to submit. So what you need to do is you want to close your database file and you come back to this assignment, the project, and you're going to click Upload My File. Now, when you upload your file, this is what's important. You have to remember where you saved it. So I'm going to go to Diane Documents, CIS 140 Project, and I did some work on this first one here that I know, and this is the one I want to submit. So I'm going to go ahead and submit it, and if I'm not ready to grade it, it will be saved here, but I'm ready to submit this. I think I'm finished. I know I'm not, and I know I've made some mistakes. I did that on purpose because I want to show you how to check that. So I'm going to say yes, submit, and it's grading my project. And it's going to show me my results. So here's what I have. Okay, now you can see that on step number 2, I only got 6 out of 7 points. If I click this link here, it tells me type member ID in the field name and press enter to add. Oh, that one I got correct. But when you come down here, it says add the remaining fields to the table. It's telling me it does not have the field name cell phone number. Okay, doesn't have the field name city, zip code, email address. So what I need to do is I need to go back and open up my Access database. So I'm going to go ahead and open up the file back up. I'll go ahead and open up my members table. And if I take a look in Design View, I like to switch in Design View, sure enough, you can see that I did not type the word city correctly. So if I type it ITY, okay, now you can see that, well, it's telling me, and it's telling me that that's one thing that was wrong, okay? So let's go back and see what else was wrong. Zip code doesn't have the field called zip code. I have it as zip. Okay, it needs to be zip code. It needs to be email address. Okay, and then you just click save and you continue making your corrections. So I finished that one. I'm going to expand it, and you can see I go into the next one, and you can see that I didn't do these next steps. So once I'm finished with that, if I think I fixed all of everything, I come back to this link and I start back with this screen here, and I upload my file again and I grade it again one more time. And you can continue to upload and fix your mistakes until you get your highest grade. And I think you can, I can't remember if you can do this 5 times, 10 times. You'll have to check the syllabus, or unlimited. I can't remember what my settings are, but you'll know that this is what you can do. Now, if you get stuck and you can't figure out what the error is, please send me an email. I can go in as an instructor and look at the file you submitted. You don't even have to send it to me, and take a look and see what exactly is wrong, because it's very particular. So if you use lowercase and it required uppercase, it's going to mark it wrong. If you just did one misspelling, transposed 2 letters, it's going to mark it wrong. So I'll be happy to go in and help you if you can't figure out how to correct your errors. And that's how you that's how you do a SIMnet project.